First at 6, Pope Francis continues his U.S. tour tonight.
We're going to take a live look right now at Madison Square Garden in New York City, where right now Pope Francis is preparing to deliver Mass to thousands of people. He arrived just moments ago.
The Mass is the final event of his 2-day tour of New York City. That final leg takes the pontiff to Philadelphia, where he will arrive early tomorrow morning.
And Mike Montecalvo is there awaiting the Pope's arrival alongside hundreds of local pilgrims.
And before we check in with Mike, we get a complete recap of today's events from Eyewitness News reporter Kelly Sullivan.
Well, Pope Francis took center stage at the United Nations this morning. Just like yesterday's address to a joint meeting of Congress, the pontiff today didn't shy away from hot-button topics, addressing issues such as the refugee crisis and climate change. Now, later this morning, he traveled to Lower Manhattan, where he visited the National September 11th Museum and Memorial. He laid a white rose and prayed at the reflecting pools that mark the location where the World Trade Center's Twin Towers were destroyed in a terrorist attack 14 years ago. Pope Francis met with 9/11 first responders and their families and held a prayer service paying his respects to the victims and first responders.
New York firemen and women came in to the towers that were crumbling without much thinking about their own lives. Many fell in their duty, and with their sacrifice, they allowed for so many others to survive.
About 2 hours ago, the Pope visited a Catholic school in Harlem where teachers and students greeted him with cheers. He also took time to meet with families of refugees there before heading to Madison Square Garden for Mass. Now, tomorrow, the Pope heads to Philadelphia, where he will take part in the World Meeting of Families. It's the event the Pope has called the primary reason for his trip to the U.S. I'm Kelly Sullivan, Eyewitness News.